Emotional fluency is emotional awareness, regulation, and self efficacy. How well we can recognize the difference between what is happening in our body, the nervous system, and what is happening in our mind, self talk. How well can we calm our nervous system down when we have a big emotion, and how well we can communicate to get our needs met.
In our past sessions, we have reflected on how stress and big emotions show up in our bodies and nervous systems. We've also reflected on how we learned over time healthy ways to manage stress and big emotions. We've also planned for how we will model these healthy processes for our students so that they too can learn how to manage stress and big emotions.
For this session, our learning intention is to consider any hesitations or barriers we have to modeling emotional regulation for our students. Meaning, in the last session, we planned to do it, and this week, we will do it. Capture and create opportunities to model emotional regulation for your students, and capture and create opportunities for students to practice these emotional fluency skills.
During this session, please consider this question. How will I capture opportunities for my students to practice emotional fluency skills?
Being able to recognize your own bodily responses to stress or big emotions is the first step toward being able to show up authentically. Communicate to students that even you deal with stress and big emotions, and walk them through your process of self management. Talking out loud and sharing your process teaches students how to self manage. Once the students see you doing it, they will feel more comfortable doing it themselves. This week, please access the SEL grade level standards. Choose one standard to teach, and then choose the correlating lesson in the scope and sequence.
To access the SEL standards and the WOW Wellbeing lessons, first go to the cajonvalley.net website, scroll down and select Staff, select Instruction, select Social Emotional Learning, and then select the WOW Wellbeing scope and sequence and the SEL map.
For this session, you're going to explore the emotional fluency standards for your grade level and teach a lesson. Please remember to fill out the feedback form located at the top of each grade level scope and sequence. We want to make sure we are improving the lessons in response to your critical feedback.
Science supports how important emotional fluency is as a fundamental building block for learning. It is important to reflect on the impact teaching emotional fluency can have on access to learning. What impact do you think it will have on your students if you allow them to explore different ways of managing stress and big emotions?